Good afternoon, traders. How is everybody? Show of hands, how many people are doing great? I have my hand up because I'm doing great every day. Once in a while I'm a jerk, but almost every day I'm doing great. So anyway, we want to get on to today's trading logic recap. All right, this is for today's trades. The recommendations in the pre-market, the actual live stream trading, and now we have the recap to see what happened. Who we are trading logic. We specialize in logical trading, not emotional basket case trading, not FOMO trading, not, hey, I got a tip from a guy trading. No, we don't do the trading. We do logical analysis starting at about 6 a.m. every day, and we narrow the field of hundreds of stocks down to maybe whatever, 10, 15, 20, whatever the day brings. Then we narrow that down even further by doing technical analysis on each one, very thorough technical analysis, I might add, until we end up with, 1, 2, maybe 6 stocks. Today we happen to have, I think it was 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 came up. We had 2 that triggered, which did really well. One did amazingly well, the other did well. And we had 3 that didn't trigger. But that's the wondrous thing about trading logically. We didn't try and force the ones that didn't trigger. We just stay strict and close to the vest, close to the game, the way we set it up. And if it hits the number, we're in. If it doesn't hit the number, we're not in. Now, I will just go on record as saying that because I was very involved in looking at different things for you guys and trying to figure certain things out today, I literally missed, and this is embarrassing to say this, I literally missed both stocks that triggered. Both of them. I'm just dumbfounded. But hey, listen, things like that happen. So, I mean, it's not the end of my world, but it would have been really nice to be in those. But I wasn't. So anyway, but listen, I'm human. It happens. So we're going to get into our first one for the day, which was one of the winners. And it was a nice win. It was a nice win. Not a lot of stress, not a lot of craziness. We had called this one to look for it at 220. Okay. Now, you see right here, you see this right here, this little doji, that hit 220. So as this stock was getting lower and lower, 225, 223, maybe 222, whatever, what you should have did, and what I forgot to do, because I was just, I mean, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, so it's, sometimes it's hard. I forgot to set up my buy order for this at 220. Because this was quick. Boom, boom, up and down, real quick. When drop down, pop back up. You would have got bought at the 220 number right there, okay? Hopefully, there was there's a bunch of you there this morning and watching this. And hopefully that somebody was listening and they set their buy order for CANF at 220. Because if you did, you were well rewarded. It made a little pop. Got up to like 2.25, 227, finagled around a little bit. Right around there, you're wondering to yourself, was this a good idea? Right? Who gets that kind of fear? Who gets that fear all the time? Right? It's amazing. The thing drops a penny. Oh no, I never should have bought this. Anyway, so what happened though is it was on that red candle, and then all of a sudden the volume came in, the buying volume came in. And it came in with guns a-blazing. Guns a-blazing, I tell you. Look at the difference. Look at the difference here. It was maybe almost 3 times more volume, right? And that created this surge right here, and this surge on the next candle, and this surge on the next candle, and this like squeak, 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 squeak. You know, we're squeaking up, we're squeaking. All right, now you could have got out here at 245 and been thrilled, 220 to 245. For those of you that are mathematically challenged, that's a 25-cent move. Or you could have held it. You could have held it, although it did drop a little below the VWAP, so that could have got dicey. Dropped down to roughly about 235. So you would have lost a whole 10 cents on that per share. But it spun right back around and kicked back up to 250. So nice win. Real nice win. That's exciting. Very nice win. And then for the rest of the morning, now I don't know what it did after 10:45 because I never really care. After 10:45 means nothing to me after that. 10:46, I don't care. If it goes up to $30 a share, it makes no difference to me. Again, trading logic. Not going to chase a stock after all the excitement's over and think that I'm going to make money, because there's a real simple way to look at this. If you look at all the excitement in the volume, right? All that volume, and then what happens? What happens throughout the rest of the morning? The volume's going down to like nothing, man. Nothing. All right? So you don't want to, you don't want to be jumping in a spot like, like that's around here at 10:45, because that's just a big fat waste. Don't waste your time. I mean, you might catch one that all of a sudden runs up, but why bother? You can sit here all day, get a bad back, sit here till 3:30 and wait. Oh, look, it moved up a dime. Who cares? Just be done. Go out and do stuff that's like fun. So anyway, 220 to 250, 30-cent move. 30-cent move that you gotta love that. Oh my God, you gotta love that. So now the next one that's coming up, IZEA. All right, what we were hoping for on IZEA, which looked like it made sense technically in the pre-market, was that IZEA was going to flush down hard. All right, it held its strength a little longer than we would have liked it to. As you see, it held strength here at about 225, and then it had a dip and it leveled out again. But what we were hoping for to get to for a bounce was 184. If this thing flushed down to 184, I don't know, somewhere around maybe 943, 950, 55, even 10 o'clock, if it flushed down to 184 there, you would have had a really sweet bounce. But the time ran out. Time ran out on this one. It was over. So there you have it. Never made it. Never triggered. Never did what we wanted it to do. So blah blah and nothing. We got nothing out of that one. That was a big old nothing. Now I have one that I'm going to tell you here. Eyes. This I classify as a sort of. I am not going to take credit for a positive trade here. Absolutely not. Because the buy-in line was at $1.72, right? We wanted it to hit. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm tired, man. I've been up since like 4:30 this morning. Anyway, we wanted it to hit $1.72. It did not in here. However, it did hit $1.72 over here. And it moved up to $1.75. That's 3 cents. I don't think anybody on the planet is buying this at $1.72 and then selling it at $1.75. So I cannot legitimately take credit for this as a win or a loss. I'm going to consider this a no trigger, like I consider the ones that don't trigger. I'm considering this one the same thing, that it just didn't trigger. It's. I'm not going to pad my stats because it made 3 cents. So, but unfortunately, hey, it was a sort of, you get those. It tried all day to try and get back up there, and it just didn't do it. Just didn't do it. But this is why we talk about this stuff. We needed this to be at $1.72 and above, with authority, not a doji, not a red, not a red doji candle, but we needed it. We needed a candle up there, $1.73, finished at $1.73, and then at that point, we would have felt good about getting in because it would have showed strength, would have showed confidence. I mean, there was a nice little run here from whatever this was, $1.50-ish maybe to $1.70, 72. That was a nice little run, but that's not what the technical said this morning, so that's not what we traded. We didn't look to trade that. So that was a non-event, that one. That was a no trigger. I'm getting all the no triggers out of the way with, because there was a couple of them. Now, we had the weak stock of the day. OPGN, weak stock of the day. Again, trading logic. Logic told us that this thing needed strength before it was worth getting into. Okay, without strength, it would be very, very dangerous. And you can see by this chart, getting in anywhere here for the most part is pretty dangerous. So I don't know what it did later on in the day. Again, nor do I care. 10:45. It's actually a little late for me, but I don't care. Don't care what it did. It never. We wanted to get to 270. 270 was our number. That would have showed us strength. And when it hit that, got above 270, like closed a candle above 270, we would have been in. It didn't happen. Wasn't there. Didn't happen. Such is life. We move on. That's a no trigger. But here's the great part. Did you lose money on it? No. Did you make money? No. But you didn't lose money. And that is just as important as making money in this business. Very, very important. Here comes the king of the day. DGLY making an entrance. Yes, indeed. Explosion. All right, now, you're probably looking at these very odd symbols or drawings and saying, are these hieroglyphics? No, they're not. It's just me writing very terribly. That means circuit breaker and circuit breaker. There actually was a circuit breaker on the downside, which was right here. All right. So this one we had called out this morning to get into at $4.50. Okay. Circuit breaker stopped at $4.50. Okay. Circuit breaker opened up at $4.50. All right. Don't know how much clearer we have to be. 450 is the magic number. We said 450. It's at 450 to the penny. And I just want you to look at what happened. All right, 450, it popped up so hard, it almost gave itself a muscle tear. It jumped up, circuit breaker, over $5, right? Like 5.25 maybe, something like that. Opens back up, some shorties flush it out a little bit, boom, buyers take it right over again. A little more flush, boom, buyers take it right over again. All right, and then it cranks up again, another circuit breaker. Is this stock ever going to die? Who knows? Now, it opens up again, up. Now, this is where it took. Now, what I would have done here with this, and again, I said there were two stocks I didn't get into today because for whatever reason, I was not paying attention enough to set my buy orders to get in. I was so distracted this morning. Anyway, it's not usually how I do it. But anyway, it happened. So what I would have done here is I would have sold 3/4 of my shares right around here. When this reopened, started dropping. Sorry, there's construction work going on right next door. They're making a lot of noise. So this, on this red candle here, I probably would have sold 3/4 of my shares right around there, which I think was like 570-ish, 575. I would have sold them. My other quarter, I would have let run, honestly, all the way back to around, somewhere down around 5.25, $5, somewhere in that ballpark, depending on, how the action was going at the time. But that last quarter, I would have let run, man. Now, when I saw it do this, when I saw it hit up here at 7, almost 7, then you got a red and a red, not reaching the 7. Okay, time to get out. So, you could have got out at 710 where it peaked. Could have got out at 7. Could have got out at 690. Whatever. But 450 is where we called this stock for you to get in, and you can see it to the penny. Check Twitter, check Facebook, check Instagram, check the live stream. It's all in there. 450, and that line went all the way up to $7.10 for a hefty profit, really hefty profit of $2.60 a share. Now, even if you didn't catch everything, I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't have caught the 450. That you should have caught because you were, basically said, here, 450, here's the number. All right? So no reason why you shouldn't have caught 450. But if you got out anywhere, and maybe lost the 60 cents, picked up $2 a share, I mean, that's somewhere right around here, right? That seems feasible, right? $2 a share is a nice day. So we had $2.60 a share on this one, 30 cents a share on CANF. That's $2.90 a share per today. 3 that did not trigger, which is not abnormal. You pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks, whatever. If you pick out 2, 1 probably doesn't trigger. You pick out 4, 2 probably don't trigger. You pick out 6, and so on and so forth. You get it. But today 4 happened to not trigger. I mean, we had that sort of, but it just doesn't count. It just doesn't count. I can't take credit for that one. Nor am I going to take a loss for it either because it didn't really do anything. So DGLY, man, beautiful explosion for the day. Loved it, absolutely loved it. So now we're bringing you some pretty good stuff every day. All right, we've been on the air for a couple of weeks, and in this couple of weeks' time, I don't know the exact date because I'm not looking at it and I don't remember dates to save my life, but we have been on the air for a couple of weeks, and in that couple of weeks' time, it's been 19 days. 19 days we've been on the air and bringing you this information. And in those 19 green days, all green, every day, every single day was green. We are at 45 and 4. Probably got 20 no triggers, maybe 30. Who cares? Doesn't matter. They don't count. The stocks that triggered were 45 and 4. The stocks that triggered were 45 and 4. One more time. The stocks that triggered were 45 and 4. If you're not listening to this stuff in the morning and paying attention to what I'm saying, you need to reevaluate your trading ideas. You really do. Because, come on, 45 and 4, 19 straight green days? Give me a break. Nobody else is calling out that kind of stuff that I know of anyway. Maybe there is. Maybe there's somebody who's 49 and 0 with 20 green days. Maybe there is. I don't know. But I sure haven't seen them. Now, you need to like us so we can keep bringing you this kind of content. I mean, we're bringing you gold, man, for crying out loud. We're bringing you gold. You know, if you're not smart enough to take it, I can't make you take it. You know, lead a horse to water and all that stuff. I'm generally making money every day, so it is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. You know, I'll keep making money. You don't want to come along for the ride. That's okay. And maybe this type of trading doesn't fit your fit your style. You know, maybe you're not a logical trader, you know? Maybe you're not. That's cool. That's fine. Maybe you're an emotional trader. Maybe you're an angry trader. Maybe you're a guess trader. Who knows? I don't know what kind of trader you are. But I can tell you this style of trading works. It has been working now for a couple of years, I don't know, like maybe 3 years straight. And I have never, ever, 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 ever in all my years of trading done so well as I have since I came up with this style of trading, this style of reading technicals in my own way. Not somebody else's way who told me how to do it. My own way of scanning for the potential stocks, proprietary scanning, proprietary technicals. This is good stuff, man. It's good stuff. So like us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thumbs up this video. All right, here we go with our final thoughts. As I've been saying for a couple of days, the big hits will come with patience. Come with patience. Major league hitter gets up to the plate, right? And the pitcher's throwing him all sorts of curveballs and junk and pitches in the dirt. If he swings at one of those, what do you think the result's going to be? Negative. It's going to be a bad result. Okay? Going to be a bad result. So what does he do? What does a great hitter do? You know, Babe Ruth, Derek Jeter, whoever your favorite hitter is. What do? They wait for the good pitch. And when that good pitch comes, they crush it. Well, you crushed it today, I hope, on DGLY, who just keeps coming back like every couple days, DGLY. So be patient. Be patient. Don't try to force it. Wait for the setup. Today's setup was $4.50. Hit it right on the penny, man. Right on the penny. And made you $2.60 a share if you stayed in it. At least $2, even if you got out early. I can't see getting out without making at least $2 on this thing. All right? So big hits will come with patience. Stick to that phrase, patience. Don't be an emotional basket case when you're trading. Just don't be. The only thing that'll do is empty out your account way sooner than you'd like it to. And don't forget, we have the legal stuff. Very important. So you can listen to you can read through the legal stuff. I'm not going to read it to you because I don't understand almost all of it. Nor do I care. I hate legal talk. Oh my God, with a passion. I hate it. If I have to, I'll force myself to understand it, but I don't have to. I just know my lawyer said this is the right thing to use. So that's what he gets paid for. So there you go. The legal stuff, read it through. I showed it to you. The legal thing is also down below. So there's a blurb there. And if you look down below, you can see where you can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And please, if you could, like our videos. It goes a long way in us bringing you content that will have you 45-4 and 19 straight green days as well. 45-4. My God, we haven't had a day with a loss in I don't know. Let's see. Back to June 2nd, it was 4. I don't know when. June 1st, it was still 4. I think the 28th, was the last day we had a loss, a losing trade. I don't know. I don't know what else I got to tell you. That's really all you need to know. All you need to know right there. So, all right. So that's the wrap up for today. I'm glad you spent some time here and, seeing what's up and listening to me. And we're going to be back tomorrow morning, do the same thing. The same thing. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow we get to 50-4. Who knows? Excitement abound. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I really hope that you made money. I really, truly hope that you made money. If you're setting up your buy orders at those trigger numbers, you made money. So, all right, so have a great day, and we'll see you back here in the morning.